would like to start with the first keynote speaker of the day, and that is Sindhu Gangadharan, the Senior Vice President and Managing Director for SAP Labs India. Sindhu has been working with SAP since 1999 and is one of the leading women in tech in India. So personally, I cannot wait to hear her speech, and also she's been an inspiration personally to me. So let's get on with it.
Thank you so much, Diksha, and warm welcome, everybody. And I hope all of you are doing fine and staying safe. Like Diksha said, it was really cool to hear what Thomas had to tell us, and also just thinking about the numbers in terms of investment. First and foremost, it's always super exciting to see so many entrepreneurs, investors, influencers, and other stakeholders coming together to share, to learn, and to also scale the whole topic of entrepreneurship. So it's my absolute pleasure to be here today as we exchange thoughts on this very vibrant culture of entrepreneurship that both our communities share and celebrate and also deliberate upon, right? In terms of how could we scale this even more, and how could we scale even more the engagements that are happening between these two very thriving ecosystems. Now, India and Germany, as you all know, have shared a very collaborative relationship for more than 70 years now. There are more than 1,600 Indo-German collaborations and over 600 Indo-German joint ventures, which are in operation as we speak. Now, despite the COVID-19 crisis, both the German as well as the Indian startup ecosystem, I have to say, continue to thrive. In fact, if you look at 2021, it has been one of the most successful years of the Indian startup ecosystem. And why is that the case? Because India has added 3 unicorns every month in 2021 to take the overall number of startups, which are valued at $1 million US dollars, to a total of 51, which is actually double the previous year's numbers. Now, Germany has been a startup ecosystem on the rise for quite some time now. It's produced a number of global success stories, including the likes of SoundCloud, Zalando, Flixbus, HelloFresh, and more than a dozen active startup unicorns currently are from Germany. And while many more, like the likes of Tier or Personio, are clearly also waiting to make their mark. In fact, India and Germany today stand amongst the top 5 countries with the highest number of unicorns. So there's a lot of shared synergies, there's no doubt about it. And there is also a lot of untapped potential when it comes to the Indo-German startup ecosystem. And I truly believe we have so many shared values as well with each other, and we can really go beyond just being business partners, but also engage in that co-development. Now, both India and Germany have seen a shift towards digitization. And this is clearly also prompted by the pandemic over the last 1.5 years. If you ask me, SaaS adoption has seen one of the key prices, right? It's been definitely in India, this has been huge. And SaaS startups that build plug and play API solutions have also seen such a huge uptake. And I'm very happy to share that also our own startup accelerator program at SAP Labs India, the SAP Startup Studio, has been one of the key contributors to also the Indian startup scene, with over 51 startups who have been actively collaborating with SAP. Now, if I shift focus to Germany, I think 2/3 of all startups categorize themselves as belonging to this digital business model. Especially SaaS as a business model in this category is absolutely great, gaining a lot of traction. Now, in terms of funding as well, I think both countries focus equally on their startups. While the overall funding in India has reached, $9.4 billion across 881 deals just in the last year, the German startups collected a total of 5.3 billion euros across 743 deals in 2020. So what these numbers tell us is that the overall deal sizes have gone down in the past year, but the volume of the deals, right, they have significantly increased. And this also shows us that there is a preference for those smaller size tickets like we saw in 2020. In Germany, we saw mobility, we saw software and analytics, we saw e-commerce, we saw health, fintech, all of these topics dominating the funding landscape. And whereas for India, it was edtech, food tech. I think everybody has heard of the Zomato IPO in the meanwhile, and also fintech, right, that has acquired some of the maximum funding. And if you just compare these trends, right, you'll clearly see that we have common sectors like healthcare, fintech, which are equally popular in both of these economies. And this is also where investors like Alexander Grabner-Muller absolutely deserve a huge shout out for the incredible work that has happened with fintech startups, both in Germany as well as in India. And this also, if you ask me, goes a very long way in building those bridges between the two countries. Now, another area where we can and where we need to actively collaborate is the whole topic of sustainability. Now, many Indian startups and eco-entrepreneurs are aware of some of the very pressing social and ecological challenges in India and are also developing solutions as we speak to tackle those. Now, if I look at our own startup like Everloop by SAP, they're doing a phenomenal job in empowering businesses to achieve what we call a zero waste by being a sustainability solution that really is about connecting stakeholders across the waste value chain to enable the circular economy. And it's all about providing the transparency, but it's also about the traceability, which is very important. In 2020, India saw $2.6 billion investment across 243 equity deals and 13 successful exits. Now, Germany's huge green startup sector can also play a very important role in India and can bring new technologies to India, especially when you look at sectors like agriculture, agribusiness, energy, textile, consumer goods, nutrition and food, where most German green startups are very active. Now, it's also worth noting that over the last few years, very dedicated efforts have been undertaken by the Indian government to hone the startup ecosystem in India through flagship initiatives like Startup India. Now, the well-trained, I think if you look at the strengths of each side, right, I'd say we have on the Indian side, the tech labor force, and on the German side, it's about the engineering industrial sector. And these have that natural symbiosis with each other. So if you ask me, startups in both countries can benefit from this very unique combination and also build and leverage each other's strengths for our mutual growth. I also want to highlight the contribution of programs like the German-Indian Startup Exchange or the Next Step India program by the German Accelerator, which are absolutely great platforms for the startup community from both countries to really plan their expansion and also facilitate partnership between both our countries. And the phenomenal work of Deutsche Startups, and in particular GINSEP, is absolutely praiseworthy. And it's a great honor to be here because it's truly enabled various avenues for cross-border collaborations between both these ecosystems. The second edition of the Startup Week has also certainly made possible for startups from both Germany and India to what I say is cross-pollinate and also collaborate to create that kind of greater impact and also explore new avenues for scaling up even more. I mean, no doubt the pandemic has created a lot of shifts in the global relations. And if you ask me, India is also being seen as one of the new alternatives for a lot of businesses when it comes to supply chain. And many European and US companies are clearly looking at long-term options to build supply chain capabilities in India. And the other option that they're looking at is also to create a so-called manufacturing hub in India, recreating what we all know was happening with China in the past, right? So, I mean, all in all, there's definitely huge opportunity for India, something that our German startups can also consider as a topic for the near future. And if you look at collaboration across states, across Germany and here in India, the Indian states of Maharashtra and Karnataka have had sister state relationships with Baden-Württemberg and Bavaria for nearly 50 years. And now efforts are on to bring in similar opportunities between German states, other German states as well, like North Rhine-Westphalia, developing a relationship with West Bengal, while Thuringia is also looking at India. And like we have startup hubs in Germany, like Berlin, Munich, or the metropolitan region of Rhine-Ruhr and Hamburg, which clearly dominate the startup scene in Germany. Here as well, the bigger cities, be it Mumbai, Bangalore, Delhi, have been the drivers behind the startup success story here in India. In fact, more than 40% of the German startups are even located in these large Indian hubs. Another point which I want to also highlight is today India is home to more than 600 million internet users. And we are expected to have 900 million users by 2025. So the adoption of the internet also in the rural parts of India is absolutely going to complement also the rise of the technology startups. Therefore, all in all, I'd say that the time is absolutely ripe to scale up Indo-German startup ecosystems by clearly leveraging on each other's strengths. And through that, we can explore those new horizons together. And we at SAP are absolutely delighted to be part of this collaboration mission. And I'm absolutely glad to learn that our teams are working in collaboration with the team at GenSap and also other collaborating partners and have clearly played a very key role in formulating and also executing this entire week and this entire event. And I'm absolutely confident that this dialogue will go a very long way in really helping our businesses on both sides. So thank you so much. And I wish you all the very best to the entire startup community who's present here today, and invite all of you to also come collaborate with us at SAP. And I also wish you lots of networking and fun during the next 5 days at the Indo-German Startup Week. With that, thank you so much, everybody, and wishing you all the best for the upcoming days. Thank you.
Thank you, Sindhu, and also thank you to SAP for being such strong supporters of GenSap and the Indo-German Startup Week 2021.